Welcome, dear viewers, to Couch Warrior TV on YouTube. I'm the Couch Warrior, and you are watching The Passage, a Skyrim SE Let's Play, featuring Ettient Jorel, the Ultra Ranger. Well, ahead of us is the shrine that we have been tasked with destroying. The Skaal are telling us that we can use the newly acquired shout that we have now to destroy it, and that will somehow free them. So we are going to attempt this. Now, Etienne was having a look from the other side of the river to see if he could accomplish this task from there, but it seems like the shrine is just too well shielded by trees and rocks and things like that, so kind of had to come to this side of the river. Now, we need to use Bend Will to do this, apparently. No? Let us see what happens. Ah, something's happening. Get out of there, people. Holy crap. Get out of there. Are you kidding me? God dang it. Swear to God. There we go. You all right? Up.
I don't know how I got here.
Go home.
This is both fascinating and terrifying.
What is this thing? Ring of Minor Illusion. Some arrows back. The gold. Alright, this is good. You may go home.
It must be... What happened?
You've been under a spell for some time.
This is both fascinating and terrifying.
I would agree with that. Alright, let's accompany them home just to make sure everybody makes it okay. And we'll talk to the Skaal again.
I must get back to the village. As leader of the Skaal, I'm needed there.
You're the leader? I mean, look at all of them. It's like the entire village was captured, essentially. Well, the hope now would be that with the village restored and the Skaal not quite so distracted with trying to protect themselves from Mirac and these things that have been going on, that we might be able to get some information about Skaal who have gone missing or had encounters with Thalmor or things like that. That would be the objective here. The other thing we know is that there are more shrines now dotted around the island. We've already encountered 3 other ones in just our limited travels. So it's possible that if we wanted to help these people out, we could go and take care of that as well. Or at least eliminate some of them and hopefully weaken Miraak a bit. That wouldn't be a bad thing, I guess. Storn.
The air is different. We are safe, which means you have succeeded.
Your people are free.
So it is. You have proven yourself an ally to the Skaal, and so the Skaal shall be allies to you.
This is good. What do we do now?
If you have released the Windstone and broken the hold on my people, perhaps you can do the same for the rest of Solstheim. I doubt it will fully stop whatever Miraak is doing, but it may slow his progress.
I don't know if that's going to be enough.
I cannot help with that. None here can. You will need the knowledge Miraak himself learned. You will need to learn more about this black book.
All right. Tell me about the book, then.
Miraak had this? This does not look like something of the dragon cult. It is a dark thing, unnatural. I would have nothing to do with it. But the dark elf wizard, Neloth, he came to us some time ago, asking about black books. I believe he knows a great deal about them. Perhaps too much. Seek him out to the south. Be cautious, Dragonborn. There is something else at work here.
All right. Tell me more about this Allmaker.
You are an outsider, and I don't know if I can make you understand. I will try. The Allmaker is the maker of all things, and it is from the Allmaker that life flows like a great river. As all rivers must return to the sea, so all life returns in time to the Allmaker. I know our ways must seem strange to you, but the 9 gods of the Empire are equally strange to us.
All right. I'll go investigate some of these other shrines, and then I'm going to come back here and we're going to have a talk about the Thalmor. I need to know anything you know about them.
May darkness never touch you.
Yeah, that would be nice. Okay. Well, we're going to do him a few more favors. Let's see what we can shed. Sword of Slow Burning. Yes, please. This is one I like a lot. Circlet of the Tongue. 17% chance to reduce the cooldown of your shouts to 2 seconds. That's pretty cool. An increase in enchanting is pretty cool too. Okay. Ring of Minor Illusion. Just pick that up. Increases your magicka by 57%. That as well. Got all the stuff we're learning. Alright, let's look at soul gems. We got 1 grand soul gem. Just Just gonna have a run through here. See what, if anything, we could benefit from. Alright. Nothing there of interest, really. Children of the Allmaker. For the Skaal, the Allmaker is the source of all life and creation. When a creature dies, its spirit returns to the Allmaker, who shapes it into something new and returns it to Mundus. The concept of death as an ending to life is unknown to the Skaal. Rather, death is seen as simply the beginning of the next stage in an endless journey. That is interesting. I may return to read some more of that book. All right. Well, I'm thinking we need to get some rest. Some food. Well, we've freed the Skaal from whatever that horrifying spell was. But it would seem that we've got some more work to do now. Hey, you're in charge.
I am the leader of the Skaal, but it's the Allmaker who truly protects and provides.
Tell me more about your people, the Skaal.
We are Nords, much like those you'll find in Skyrim. Long ago, our path diverged from that of our cousins on the mainland. We live as one with the land, for the land provides all that we need. Also, like the Nords of old, we embrace the Allmaker. We do not worship the 9 gods of the Empire.
How did you become leader of the village?
I was chosen by the people of the village when our last leader, Skaal the Giant, departed the cold world to join the Allmaker. I suppose I've always spoken my mind and tried to do what's best for the Skaal. That's why the others call me Fanari Strongvoice.
I can respect that.
Aye.
There's something very appealing, I think, to Ettient about the Skaal. This is a Nord tradition he hasn't encountered before.
I came here to study the history of Solstheim.
It's very interesting.
Skaal will intrigue me.
And the idea of the Allmaker is also very intriguing, I think. Okay, let's get some sleep. Yes, yes. Hungry, starving, whatever. Let's see what we got. I'm not sure what we're doing here. Well, we've got some stuff we certainly need to cook. Have a little drink. Can we do some cooking here? That would be great. Oh, yeah. Alright, I suppose we could get a bit more comfortable, correct? Okay. I think to Etienne,
I am the leader of the Skaal, but it's the
these
Allmaker
people and their way of life is very appealing. For a guy who's lived a life as difficult and fraught with peril as Etienne has, I could see him looking at the Skaal village as almost a retirement community.
I've met a few Nords from
Build a
Skyrim.
house
We
here.
thought us strange, but in our hearts,
Live in this
I
village.
don't
Contribute
think
to the
so.
community. Give Angie a key. There he is. It's so seldom we get to see his face. All right. It is time to hit the road. Okay, so we've got our Necklace of Rejuvenation, Ring of Recuperation. Those got to be standards. Look at this thing. These masks are just amazing to me. Sure looks warm, doesn't he?
The Skaal live in harmony with nature and take only what we need from the land.
Good. I'm going to go take care of some shrines. I'll be back later. We'll talk more.
I
Wow. Look at that. A clear day.
I came here to study the history of Solstar. It's the Skaal that intrigued me the most.
Since the villagers are here,
Because I already have a wife, and I wouldn't want to make her jealous.
Oh, and what is her name, this secret wife of yours?
Her name is Ford. I'll be silent before she hears you and becomes angry. The weapons of the skull
like
will
this
never
guy.
be dull. As long as Baldur Iron Shaper tends the forge.
Baldur Iron Shaper. What have you got for sale? Weapons. Now this is our first encounter with Stalrim weapons. Look at that. It's got to be just completely foreign. This is very interesting, right? Because Etienne thought he knew things about the Nords, right? Now we've essentially encountered a tribe of Nords, if you will, that have a completely different set of beliefs and cultural reference points than the Nords that we've been working with all this time. Oh, he's got ebony too. All right. Now we've picked up some things that we can get rid of. Okay, this is all the stuff we're going to keep. Thank you.
See ya.
See ya. All right. Now, we need to
I do enjoy sharing stories of my travels.
we need to recall to memory the places that we've encountered in the last couple of days that have had shrines. We encountered a shrine not far from the Temple of Miraak as we were traveling overland and found the Skull Village. And then not too far from there, toward the ash-ravaged side of the island, we saw another one. And then we saw one at Raven Rock. So there are 4 more shrines on the island that we've been made aware of by Storn. And even with our limited travels, we already know where 3 of the 4 are. So this is very good. I don't know if we'll get to all 4 of them. We're certainly going to look at the possibility of destroying the ones we are familiar with, which should put a pretty significant dent in Mirak's power. And given what we already understand now about these blasted things, we know to be careful. Alright? We're expecting trouble here. So with that in mind, we're going to go to our best gear. Now we're shedding our heavy coat for our more effective armor, combat armor. So we're going to don the cloak for a little bit of extra warmth, and hopefully that'll carry us through this fight. Our view's a little bit obstructed here. Last time we went through this process, we encountered a pretty horrifying creature. And upon closer examination, it would not have been lost on Etienne that the head of that creature looked very much like the sculptures that we saw located inside of Mirak's temple. So, food for thought. All right. We need to test the resistance of these creatures. So, as an experiment, we're going to try an extended paralyzation. And the idea here is it's an experiment to see if these creatures can be truly affected by an alchemical poison. We've seen them affected by an enchant. I'd like to confirm whether or not they can be affected by an alchemical poison. And we're going to use Marksman. Faster we kill this thing, the fewer people are likely to get hurt. Come on. Come on. That did it. Oh. Look at that. Come on. Where are you? Got him. There we go. No! Thought we had it. Come on, get in there. That did it. All right. Paralysis, enchants, and poisons work. That is a critical bit of knowledge, and we killed Those damn cultists while we were at it. Looks like some of these little creatures didn't escape this thing's wrath. Grand Soul Gem, empty. Resist frost. These things got good loot, I will say that. Okay. 2 down. Like I said, we don't have a lot of time to waste. We're going to go after the ones we know for sure about. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at that. Look. I've never seen a nesting dragon before. Okay, okay. We do not dare take on this thing unless we have cover. And when I'm looking for cover, what I'm looking for is ideally locations with some sort of overhead cover. That would be perfect. There's reeklings everywhere down there. Place is crawling with them. Alright, I've got an idea. This is going to be our tactic. Ettient feels compelled to fight these dragons wherever he finds them. Let's get up into this stand of trees. This would provide us some cover. What we need are multiple trees or obstructions that we can move between. That's really the key. So, what we need here is the first shot has to count. So, we're going to try a slow poison. Okay. We've got a slow poison on the bow. We're going to look at active effects real quick. Fortify archery, fortify archery, fortify archery, fortify archery. I got 4 of those, which means all of my gear is in effect, which is exactly what we need. We've got nothing holding us back in terms of diseases or anything like that. We get a slug of water, bite to eat, just to make sure we're ready. Then I've got 1 marksman potion left, and we're going to use it now. We're going to make this first shot count. Gotcha. Slow poison is in effect. Look how sluggish he is. Okay, we got his attention now. Get out of sight. Come on, let us have it. Let us have it. Gotcha. We hurt him really bad that first one, and we've slowed him down in a big way. Ah! End it. Is he not down? What is that?
Not this time, Dragonborn. This one's mine.
What? Oh, you bastard.
One step closer.
Son of a bitch. He's unkillable. We meet again. How did he do that? He stole the dragon soul. Elven Shield of the Nomad. 17% more attack damage when mounted. Okay, taking one of those. We're still claiming the kill. We may have not have gotten the soul. Can't let that meat go to waste. All right, Mirak, you want to play this way? This definitely will piss off Ettient at this point. Now he's thinking, how can I hurt Mirak? Well, we can hurt Mirak by taking out another one of his shrines. That's exactly what we're going to do, and we know where one is, right down here. It's one of those bug creatures. Really? All right, I'll bite. Let's take the jelly. Take the meat. Take a plate. Time to start experimenting and see if we can make something out of this creepy shit. We've seen some locals wearing armor that looks like it could be made out of these chitinous plates, so we'll check it out. All right, this is where we want to be. Now, originally my plan was I was gonna find a good place to start a fight with that dragon. Once I had picked the fight, if he turned out to be more difficult than I was anticipating, I was going to run him down into those Reeklings and see if we could create some havoc down there. But our first shot was good enough that it wasn't required, really. Ah, lost my spot. Where are you? There he is. Got him. They're not mad at me, are they?
almost got enough.
Damn wizards.
Just need
Not
one
good enough for
good
your precious college, eh?
retire someday. Get myself a place on the mainland.
Circlet of Immortality, 17% less damage when your health falls below 25%. That's a pretty cool enchantment.
The fool. What happened?
I don't know, but I suggest you all go home. Yeah. Hey, what is this thing?
From that look on your face, I'm guessing you've never seen a Silt Strider before.
No, what is it?
This is Dusty. I personally trained her from a lava. Feels like a lifetime ago now. She hasn't been in traveling condition for quite a while now. I've tried to let her go off on her own, but she insists on staying here.
Huh. How do you survive?
We get by trading odds and ends with the locals. I've decided to stay here and make sure she passes in peace. It's the least I can do for her.
Right.
Every once in a while, a local makes it out here, although they usually just want to catch a glimpse of Dusty. Silt Striders are pretty rare now.
So, what have you got for trade?
Take a look.
Emperor Parasol Moss. This must grow locally. We have not encountered this yet, or haven't collected any. He's going to take that out of curiosity. Ashen Grass Pod. Alright, we've seen that growing around, but haven't collected any, so we'll examine that, and that as well. This is kind of an interesting thing, right? Because by taking a look at what the local vendors are carrying in inventory... Resonance Gem. We can get an idea what of the local flora could actually be used to make things.
Until next time.
Alright. Oh. What a curiosity. Oh. Alright. Well, we need to make our way toward the village, which is going to be down the coast this direction. Whoa. Look at that. You know enough not to mess with these guys. Nice. Good shot on the run, Etienne. Something about the burnt Spriggan is a bit scarier than a regular Spriggan. We've been fortunate enough that we've gotten good shots and haven't allowed the burnt ones to get close to us. Hey. That's edible. Let's just take a moment here and look at this. Look at the detail that the designers have put into this with the trees just bent over like this. Okay, it's down. Who's this guy? Don't come this way, friend, or you're dead. what's going on with him. Seems a little rabid, crazy. Some strange leather, take that. Circlet of Knowledge, 5% more experience. Now we're starting to see some of the cool magic items pop up from Winter Mist Enchants. In this version of the game, it's actually called Summer Mist, I believe. He changed the name, and I don't know how long it's been out. I feel like I've been searching Nexus for the wrong thing. I've been expecting to find a mod called Winter Mist, and discovered that that was not the case. What did I just see? And what was that explosion? The effects of the volcanic activity here, particularly the eruption of this mountain, have had interesting effects on the local wildlife here. Think about the possibilities, right? The circumstances of this volcano erupting, the mountain exploding, a great battle raging, lots of powerful magics at play. What happens when you take really powerful magic, basically pulverize it, and then shoot it into the atmosphere for miles and miles? Does that affect anything? I would think it would. In the same way that you can have, like, nuclear fallout, it seems to me that you could have sort of the magical equivalent of Fallout. Especially if you go back and look at the lore and start to truly comprehend the power of the magic that was at play during that battle. It's really an interesting proposition when you think about it that way. And I like to think about it that way, people.